Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. I do a lot of videos on lifestyle and finances. So welcome to my channel today. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a bunch of tips that I've learned on how to save for a down payment. I am currently saving for a down payment, so I thought that I'd share some tips that I've learned along the way to help you as well. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to subscribe if you like this type of content and these type of videos. My social media should also appear right here, and I know you guys are just here to get into the video. Let's get on with the video. So the first thing that I would say is very important is to open a savings account. The reason that I think this is super important is because if you just put your money in a standard bank account, then it's obviously not going to grow. It's pretty much going to remain the same. But if you put it in a savings account, some of these savings accounts give you about 7% of what you made back a year. So you're actually growing what you put in your bank account by 7% each year. I know that Citizens Bank does this, so I highly recommend to get a savings account with them. I know their savings account that does that requires $5,000 to get started, but if you have that type of money, definitely do that because 7% growth can really help you along the way of saving up for your down payment. And the next thing that I recommend is to set a goal for yourself of what you're planning to achieve in a year, condense that to each month. I think this is really important because this sets a goal that you really want to stick to. So I personally just did a layout for $10,000 for the year because I think that would be a really good starting place for lots of people. So basically, if you are going to want to save up $10,000 over the course of the year, that would be $850 a month roughly. Put in that savings account each month, so this is a really good stepping stone into creating a lot of money that you'll put aside in your savings account for your down payment for your new home. And the next thing that I recommend is to only eat out once a week or twice a week. I think that the weekend's a good thing for this, so maybe just make your lunch, pack your lunch, just like eat from home for 5 days out of the week, and then maybe the 2 weekend days you can kind of splurge a little, go out with your friends. I think this would be very helpful, save you a ton of money. I know that personally when I was up at school, I was spending probably $200 a month on myself for groceries every single month. And then going out to eat, I would find myself spending $20 every time I went out to eat. So just by using your groceries, then that's gonna save you way more money than going out every single day to get food. And the fourth thing I recommend is to create a personal budget. So I think this is super important because if you have your own personal budget, then you can figure out what's left over where you can put that directly into your savings account. So you can make a budget for everything. You can do it for your rent, for like insurances, just for all this stuff, and then you can also put aside how much you're gonna spend for activities you want to go on or just for entertainment. Maybe put aside a little bit of a budget for buying clothes every month, and by doing this then you can put the remainder of the money that you have directly in your savings account because you will not need it. And something else that I think is very important is to create a short-term and long-term goals. So if you create a long-term goal, say you're saving over the next 5 years a down payment to purchase a house. So if you're waiting those 5 years to purchase a house, then you might crack. You might not want to wait the 5 years, but instead, say you create a goal like every 6 months, every year, you have a goal that seems reachable because it's not too far away. So by doing this, you can say, okay, so for the year, I want to save up $10,000, but then by the end of the 5 years, I want to save up $50,000 for my down payment. So as you keep achieving those certain goals, then you're just gonna feel way more confident in setting goals for yourself, and that long-term goal will not seem that far away in the long run. And the sixth thing that I think is important is selling things that you don't need anymore, and I think this is important for 2 reasons. So the first thing is you're literally able to declutter all of your stuff, so when you move in your brand new house, you're not gonna have anything that you don't want that you have to throw out. Like, it'll all be gone, it'll all be sold. So this is gonna create just like an easier way for you to just move out of wherever you're living at the moment and move into your new house without the struggle of getting rid of all this extra nonsense that you don't use. And then the second thing is you're making money off of things you don't need, so it doesn't seem like loss or anything. You're just selling things you don't need, getting money from it, so that's something else that can just go directly into your savings account. that'll help you build your savings account for your down payment. Seventh thing that would be a really good idea is to explore a minimalist lifestyle for at least a while. So minimalist lifestyle pretty much means that people get value out of experiences rather than consumer products. I know a lot of people have a shopping addiction. I have one myself, so this could be really hard at first, but if you explore this minimalist lifestyle, you will slowly find that you're not spending a ton of money on things that you don't need. So then by using this lifestyle, you can just put more and more money into your savings account and be prepared for your new home. And the next thing that I recommend is making a list of things that you need to buy and sticking to that list. So by making a list of things you need to buy, it'll be really helpful for you, because then you have guidelines of what you're gonna buy and what you're not gonna buy. I know when going into Target or wherever you shop, it's always tempting to see something and be like, okay, I need this, and then you put it in your cart and most likely you're only using it once or twice, and then you're like, wow, I just spent money on that for no reason. So by creating a list, you know what you need, you know your priorities, and you can get in and out of the store without spending an excess amount of money, which will help you in the long run for saving up for your house. And the ninth thing is to figure out where exactly you live. This probably should have been at the top of the list, but I sort of forgot about it, but this is something that's so important. And the reason I didn't give my specific numbers of what I'm doing and what I'm saving is the fact that not all of us are going to be living in the same location. The cost of living can be so different in, say, Texas than the cost of living is in, say, Boston or Connecticut or somewhere like that. So it's just important to keep that in mind. Try and narrow down what city or state you want to live in, because the cost of living is going to be different most likely in that state from the numbers that I give you, which is why I didn't. I definitely would say to figure out, start looking at houses of where you really want to live, because this will help you in the long run, because you'll know what to expect and how much down payment you need to save in total. By doing this, it's really going to help you and make you prepared for what your final goal of savings should really be. Those are all the tips that I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed filming it for you guys. If you like this sort of content, I will be posting more content like this, so please subscribe. It really supports my channel. Like this video, and just for a fun little thing to do in the comments section, please comment what state you plan on moving to in the future. We can see who's moving to the same place or who's moving in different places, so definitely comment below on that. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you. Again, I post every single day. Please be sure to turn on your post notifications to make sure you don't miss me, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.